heartbreaking farewell. The world had just lost one of the most influential figures in modern history, Pope Francis, a man whose compassion, humility, and dedication to service touched millions of lives. As the Church and the faithful around the globe mourned his passing, a quiet, heartbreaking moment unfolded that would become one of the most poignant symbols of loyalty and love. In a profound display of devotion, Pope Francis's beloved dog, Esteban, refused to leave his side, even after the Pope had passed away. This heart-wrenching story of Esteban's unwavering loyalty to his companion, even in death, quickly became one of the most talked-about moments surrounding Pope Francis's final days. It was not just a dog's mourning, it was a testament to the unbreakable bond that existed between a man and his animal companion, a bond that transcended the earthly realm and left a powerful message of love, companionship, and faith. Let's explore this emotional journey of devotion and the lessons it leaves behind for all of us. The Vatican's quiet transformation. As Pope Francis neared the end of his life, the Vatican was undergoing a transformation. A time of quiet reflection enveloped the grand halls and ancient corridors of the Vatican. The Pope, who had spent years as a beacon of humility, service, and profound spiritual guidance, had become frail in his final days, struggling with health complications. Yet his influence remained as strong as ever, and in his final moments there was one thing that provided him with comfort: his faithful dog, Esteban. Pope Francis had long defied tradition and protocol during his time as the pontiff. His simplicity and warmth shone through in everything he did, and his request for the companionship of Esteban, a stray dog he had taken in years earlier, was just one of the many examples of his rejection of formalities. It was a simple yet powerful statement. Love and companionship should not be confined to titles, positions, or hierarchies. Esteban, once a stray roaming the streets of Rome, had become a constant and loving presence by the Pope's side, a living embodiment of unconditional love, a bond that transcended hierarchical traditions. The Pope's relationship with Esteban broke through the walls of formality and status. It was a testament to the purity of love and the simplicity of Christ's teachings. Esteban was not just any dog. He was a symbol of love that transcended human-made divisions. In a place like the Vatican, where tradition and hierarchy are often rigid, Esteban's presence reflected a deeper truth, that love and compassion should extend to all beings, regardless of their status, role, or origin. His journey from being a stray dog on the streets of Rome to becoming the companion of the Holy Father illustrated the beauty of redemption. Pope Francis did not see Esteban as just an animal. He saw in him a reflection of God's creation, a reminder that all living beings have inherent worth and dignity. This bond between Pope Francis and Esteban was a powerful lesson in the importance of seeing beyond appearances and recognizing the value in others, no matter their background. The Vatican guards, who had grown accustomed to Pope Francis's humble requests, did not hesitate when the Pope asked for Esteban to stay by his side. The love and respect for the Pope's wishes extended to his loyal dog, underscoring the deep, unspoken bond between them. The Vatican's acceptance of Esteban was not just a gesture of kindness to an animal, it was a quiet acknowledgement of the Pope's unique approach to leadership and love, the symbolism of Esteban's loyalty. As Pope Francis's health began to decline, Esteban's role in his life became even more significant. The dog was not just a pet. He was a source of comfort and companionship. Pope Francis, who had dedicated his life to caring for others, now found solace in the unconditional love of his dog. Esteban's presence was a reminder to the Pope that even in his most vulnerable moments, he was not alone. But it was not just the Pope who saw the depth of Esteban's loyalty. The world witnessed a profound display of devotion after Pope Francis's passing. When the Pope died, Esteban refused to leave his side. The dog sat by his grave, his eyes fixed on the spot where his beloved companion now lay. For hours, Esteban remained there, refusing to leave, embodying a love that was pure and unwavering. This simple act of loyalty moved people around the world to tears. In a world where love is often fleeting and relationships can be broken by time, distance, or circumstance, Esteban's devotion stood as a testament to the power of true companionship. His refusal to leave the Pope's grave was not just a sign of grief. It was a demonstration of the kind of love that transcends death, a love that endures, unshaken by the separation between life and death. Love breaking barriers. The deeper connection. Pope Francis's relationship with Esteban also highlighted a deeper connection to nature and God's creation. The Pope, a spiritual leader to millions, had a profound reverence for all of God's creatures. His relationship with Esteban was a reflection of this. It was not just about the bond between man and animal. It was about recognizing the divine presence in all living beings, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Esteban's presence in the Vatican gardens became symbolic of the teachings of Jesus: patience, trust, and unconditional love. Just as Christ had walked with the poor, the sick, and the marginalized, Pope Francis walked with Esteban, an animal once considered unworthy in the eyes of society. But in the eyes of Pope Francis, Esteban was a faithful companion and a living symbol of God's love. This connection with nature and creation also carried a powerful message to the faithful. Pope Francis's humble acceptance of Esteban into his life was a reminder that love is not confined to human relationships alone. All of creation is connected, and we are called to care for, respect, and love every living being. Esteban was not just a dog. He was a teacher of love and mercy, an embodiment of the selfless love that Pope Francis preached throughout his papacy. Esteban's final act, a preacher of love. After Pope Francis passed away, Esteban's actions continued to speak volumes. His refusal to leave the grave of his companion was an act of pure love, a testament to the strength of their bond. In his silence, Esteban became a preacher of love, showing the world what it truly means to love without condition, without hesitation, and without end. In a world that is often noisy and divided, Esteban's quiet presence at the Pope's grave offered a powerful lesson in the importance of love and presence. It reminded the world that sometimes the most profound acts of devotion are not spoken. They are lived. Esteban's steadfast loyalty was a living sermon on the value of simply being there for others, especially in their times of greatest need. A final wish, companionship, and presence. Pope Francis's final wish for the companionship of Esteban was a reflection of Christ's own desires during moments of solitude. In his last days, Pope Francis, like Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, sought the comfort of another. It was not about grand speeches or dramatic displays. It was about the simple, quiet presence of a friend. someone who understood without words the depth of his struggles and the weight of his mission. Esteban's presence in Pope Francis's life was a reminder of the importance of companionship, especially during times of pain and suffering. It was a call to prioritize love and presence over all other things. In a world that often values productivity and achievements, Pope Francis's relationship with Esteban urged us to slow down, to be present, and to recognize the power of love in its purest form. A message of unbreakable love, the story of Pope Francis and Esteban's unwavering bond, is a powerful reminder of the enduring nature of love. In a world filled with distractions and divisions, the silent companionship of a dog and his owner stands as a testament to the power of loyalty, faith, and devotion. Esteban's refusal to leave his master's side, even in death, is a poignant message to us all. Love is not bound by time or circumstances. It is eternal, unbreakable, and pure. As we reflect on Pope Francis's legacy and the profound lessons he imparted during his life, let us remember the quiet love of Esteban. It is a love that transcends words, a love that does not require recognition or reward. It is a love that simply is, a love that teaches us to be present, to be kind, and to love without limits.